and trusted, often personally requested, Kenneth Walker is one of the entertainment industry's, top hairstylists, making us all look good since 1988. Kenneth's admirable career boasts of styles on shows such as Family Matters and House of Lies, and on films such as Philadelphia, The Preacher's Wife, and American Gangster, just to name a very few. Let's take a look at his latest work in the inspirational film, Loving.
What you think? Like it?
Like what?
The spot right here.
This field?
Yeah.
This field not a half a mile from my house I've been knowing all my life?
Yeah.
Yes. I like it.
I want to put the kitchen right back here.
Richard, stop this. I don't know what you're saying.
I bought it. This whole acre. I'm gonna build you a house. Right here. Our house. Mildred.
Yes?
Would you marry me?
Good evening. When I first met Kenneth Walker, it was to discuss hairstyles for our film Loving. And he was adamant about the fact that there had to be at least one scene of Mildred Loving in hair curlers at night. And the reason why he was so adamant about this is because that's what the women in his family did. And everybody here tonight who has helped contribute to a film knows that the work only excels when we put ourselves into it. And that's what Kenneth does. He puts himself and his life experience into the work, so that when you watch Mildred Loving go from a 19-year-old shy girl to a mother of three who is responsible for pursuing one of the most important civil rights court cases in our nation's history, you're actually watching a part of Kenneth Walker's life. The actors beautifully portray these people, but the whole time they're being framed by Kenneth's hair and by his life. So it gives me a lot of pleasure to award Kenneth Walker the Hamilton Award for Lead Hairstylist.
Hello, everyone. Whew, this is really something. Okay, I would love to do that. I would love to see this prompter. Well, I'm going to just start out giving honor to God for this incredible time of my life. Thank you to the Hamilton family for introducing me and including me in this incredible event tonight. And I just want to thank all of the producers that I have worked with. Jeff Nichols is an amazing man. I don't know if you've seen any of his work, but Mud is a piece of his body of work. I've been very blessed to have come into this entire situation with all the people. Our crew was an amazing crew. We had love. I have this incredible woman over here, Julia Lawless, who was the one of the makeup artist, and she brought love to the trailer. You've worked on a lot of trailers where it's a lot of little, but this was love. It was so much love. She would make a pot of coffee that would just wear you out. It would just, and we had real coffee cups. We bought beautiful coffee cups, no styrofoam. The crew would smell the coffee. They started coming in for coffee. But we have Jeb over here, one of our producers, Ogie over here, one of our producers. We have just an incredible array of people. I was approached by Sarah Green, one of the producers of the show, and she was asking me my availability, and I was saying, well, what is the project? And she said, Loving. I said, you're talking about Richard and Mildred Loving? Don't ask me how I know that, but when I grew up, we used to sit at a table. We had a little black and white TV, and we talked about the news around the dinner table. So consequently, when I was approached with this, I said, wow, that's a hell of a movie. A hell of a script. I would love to see it anyway. And then to find out that Jeff Nichols was directing it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. So I went to Richmond, Virginia, and had the time of my life, and people I met were just amazing. I suggest that everyone see this film. It is and will touch everyone, and because of this film, people can marry whoever they want to. It's so relevant right now in that whether you're the gay and lesbian community, this affects everyone right now today, and it's such a blessing. I look at my career and I look at where I've come from and where I'm going. I'm just beginning at 78, so it's but I look at Denzel Washington was very instrumental in my career. I worked with him for a very, very long time, and I look at Lawrence Fishburne, Bill Duke, all of the people that I came through and that taught me how to be and how to run a trailer, how to do what I do. I had a lady, Peggy Shannon, who was Betty Davis's old hairdresser. She was my mentor, and I learned well. I had choices at that time. I could either take it, because a lot I had to take, or learn what they had to teach me, and I decided I'd learn. And I just want to thank this man for coming into my life. And I hope I stay part of his family, because it is an amazing family to be a part of. Thank you all, and enjoy this.
Mr. Loving, how does it feel to have this? Mr. Loving, have you heard from the attorney? Mrs. Loving, what does this mean to your family? Do you plan to? So much change. Several southern states have already announced.
Take that to your dad.
Want to help me? And brush them off.
knew at some point in my life I would work with Tyler Perry. I had already put it into the universe. And this was the perfect venue for me to travel with him for Color Girls. I got all sad and, I went back to Atlanta and got into my apartment there and got ready to meet all these incredible actresses that I was working with and actors. And it was like a phenomenal time of my life. Mr. Perry was such a joy to work with. He was funny, he was serious, he was adamant about getting and doing this book justice, I mean, this was his whole thing. It had to be done properly. I did, I'll say anywhere from 8 to 10 films with him, and then he just, I'm not a barber.
Right.
And I always made him handsome,
You're more of a hairdresser, stylist.
Yeah, devil in a blue dress. He was just so clean. His mustache was everything about him.
Right.
He opened many, many doors for me. Many doors. Then he did a film called Courage Under Fire. He says, Ken, look, I'm going to do this film and I'm going to work with Larry Jerry, who's an incredible barber. He's an amazing man. And it's so funny. I just okay. I said, he said, oh, you work all the time anyway. And when I'm not working with him, I would always have a job or something.
That's true.
And I said, okay, my feelings are hurt, but I get it, But he did say, he says, whenever I direct, I want you to do the hair and be the head of the hair department. And he did that with Antoine Fisher and The Great Debaters. I got called to do this film, American Gangster. But even Denzel, when he got there, he says, Ken, you on this show? He said, you the head of the department? I said, yeah. And it was like this joy, this joy. And I said, and thank you, Mr. Washington.
What's happening?
Sit down.
Congratulations, Frank.
Detective?
So you sure you done the right thing? I mean, she's a beautiful girl and all.
Hey, listen. Before you say anything about me or about my wife, understand this is the most important day of my life, Detective.
Oh, I understand. Man walks around with $50,000 chinchilla coat and never even bought me a cup of coffee. There's something wrong there. Pay your bills, Frank?
I know what you're talking
Do you
about.
pay your bills, I asked you?
If you are not getting your share, maybe you need to talk to the chief of police.
What's my share? Because you don't even know me. Maybe I'm special.
You are special.
You see that right there? Special Investigations Unit. Special. Get it? 10 grand. First of each month. Deliver it right here.
You done?
Oh, yeah, I'm done. Don't forget your card. Have a nice honeymoon.
Let's go.
My mentor was a lady named Peggy Shannon, who was Betty Davis's old hairdresser for years and years. She was just an incredible entity to deal with. She taught me well. Mm-hmm. And as I look at my journey and all the things that I was able to do and all the people that I've met along the way, I look at all these incredible actors that have come into my life and me into their life. God has directed me and pushed me and showed me the right way. He's given me perseverance and tolerance of so many things. He's enabled me to tolerate me because, that is a job unto itself.
Okay.
Most people don't realize that we're our own worst enemies. We block everything that could be positive coming into our lives, and we have the tenacity to blame other people for our shortcomings. And it's like, I don't think so. You better take an inventory of yourself. And usually I started mirror imaging myself to all the things I would say about other people. I didn't like this, I didn't like that. But I was that, you know? And it was the revelation of, wow. And I thank God for allowing me that time to really grow and really understand that I was the captain of my ship. I had
What if I could turn back the clock? I wonder, would I?
Oh, baby, that's something I'd never try. 'Cause if anything was meant to be, it was you and me. Just supposing is a waste of time, a play on words,
A childish rhyme.
and I know guessing is a foolish game like fairy tales, magic and myth. Sometimes I wonder.
What if one early morning, waiting on a slow late train, I saw somebody I knew I'd love to see again, and he said he wanted to know my name, but I wouldn't play that game. It's poignant and sad how I was back then. I tried to keep my emotions in control, even tried to imprison my soul. I was afraid to take a chance, afraid to take a risk. I guess that's why I'm sitting here today wondering,
What if and where would I be if you loved another?
I don't know why you'd bother. 'Cause the one thing I know is true is my love for you. Just supposing is a waste of time, a play on words.
Ooh, yeah, a childish rhyme.
And I know guessing is a foolish game like fairy tales, magic and myth. But sometimes I wonder, what if?
once in another place and another time, there was a man I'll call A and another I'll call B. Oh, they both had qualities which appealed to me, but I chose A. I can't tell you why. Because when B turned to leave, I started to cry. I turned my back to hide my tears, but B has lived in my heart all these years.
What if?
It keeps tumbling through my mind.
What if? It's a puzzle to me. I think about it all the time.
What if you appeared in my arms as frequently as you appeared in my dreams? What if my bedtime wishes could be acted out in real life as they are in my dream machine? But that won't happen because you belong to another, and you're faithful and you're true. And I have to say, despite my needs, that's what I love about you.
Just